Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review. And today we're taking a look at from the Transformers Rise of the Beast core line, the main line, deluxe class. This is Mirage. Now, this is actually from the buzzworthy Bumblebee Jungle Mission 3-pack. The reason being is, for whatever reason, the deluxes, the mainline deluxes, were never individually released at retail, at least in the United States. Um, I've heard various rumors about that, why it was done. I've heard stories that they might be coming later on in the year as part of a kid-friendly studio series line. I don't know. Fact of the matter is, if you want those deluxes, they're only available at Target in their 3-packs, which, to be honest, I heard it was Target who has possession in stock of the deluxes. They just didn't send them out to stores. And it kind of makes sense seeing as how stuff was delayed. These 3-packs, this is when they were supposed to come out. The individual deluxes were supposed to be released um, a year ago. So there would be some spread of time. If the deluxes were released at the same time as these 3-packs were hitting shelves, that probably would have cannibalized sales. So I can kind of see what was going on. But these are the same figures, um, the same transformation. I with this second pack, there is a Bumblebee, which, if you remember, we've already taken a look at. I can tell you, it's the same figure. It's actually just packaged differently. Already talk about the packaging with in terms of Mirage here in a second, but as you can see, this is a variation on the Porsche. I think the 813. This, like I said, it looks a lot like Jazz, but for whatever reason, they didn't want to use the Jazz name. I guess to keep some continuity with the film. I do not see the Porsche branding anywhere on the car, nor did I see it on the packaging of the toy, which leads me to believe that they just they changed this enough that they didn't have to do the Porsche branding, or I very well could have missed it. But where the Porsche insignia would be, there's like a little Autobot logo. But it's a very nice car. And let me just say right off the bat, the pictures that have we've gone around of this toy do not do it justice. It doesn't look as bad as you would think. And to be very honest with you, I think just from having this in hand and seeing the photos of the Studio Series Mirage, I think this is the better toy. Um, That's not to say neither one of them is actually movie accurate. And I was thinking about that last night. How Mirage, Scourge, um, Optimus Prime, Optimus Primal uh, are not screen accurate. They, for whatever reason, could not get a screen accurate the final designs. Oh, I just knocked this is the hand blaster, just pegs into the rear here. There is unfortunately a little panel lining, I wouldn't say gapping. I think a lot of that just has to do with I'm going to say it, like how the figure was packaged, and just the plastic maybe being a little warped. Also, it's just the nature of a car transformer. But it does roll very nicely, and I just noticed that the rims of the wheel, or the outside of the wheels are painted, or are they unpainted? Who knows? Hard to tell what color this was molded in, but there's the figure underneath. And again, in terms of the movie, Mirage was basically the main character, like the star of the film. And for the duration of the theatrical run, all we had was that battle changer. These 3-packs did not show up until after Rise of the Beast fell out of the top 10 in the movie theaters on the charts, which is unfortunate. I think it's now being said Rise of the Beast is the least profitable of the Transformer films, which is kind of funny because it's also successful film in Peruvian history. So there's that, and Hasbro also said that the movie increased toy sales. So yeah. So why don't we just go right ahead and get into the transformations? Really, no need to pause or anything. The first thing you want to do is pop up these little side tabs right here, and you're gonna you're gonna notice they're gonna flare out at an angle. That's actually what you want, and you actually want to keep them like that for a while. And that will actually, once you get those up, that'll help, loosen up a lot of other stuff. Pull these front ends out just to free up this the front section here. And now we're going to start just wiggle jiggling stuff up. You want to pull this windshield, just get it up out of the way. It's I shouldn't say windshield. It's the roof, the windshield, the hood, the front bumper, the side doors. But believe it or not, this does fold up quite nicely. And really the trickiest part of the transformation is there are, let's see if you can see them, a tab here and a tab here that actually have to fit into slots all the way here on the back of the feet. Now, the next step is the legs are just going to naturally separate. And what you want to do is first fold these bumper pieces out. And then you want to unpeg this back section from the fin there from the rear wheel. And this is going to then, that'll swing back just like so. You want to make sure that it actually goes into the slot there, and make sure that this is folded down. And there's a tab right there on the edge of the wheel that will just fit into a panel there. And there's the one leg. And we're going to do this again on this side. It's a very fluid transformation, if that makes sense. So we're going to separate that, bring it down, bring that section around, and bring it up. Just make sure that gets in like so. And there you have the legs done. Very clean. Notice how these are very clean. When I got this out of the packaging, would you believe the legs were actually transformed differently? That um, this oh, that snapped off. Yeah, it's always that one that panel has a tendency to snap off. It's just I think it's the plastic's a little warped, but make sure I get it back in. So I'm like I'm trying to demonstrate how. Oh yeah, this was folded out like that. Notice it was like that, and the wheel was like, and the whole thing was like, and at the knee joint, it was like you actually have to almost come to like you're gonna break it and force the knee forward like that. I mean, this is, I mean, just I don't want to push it, but this blue joint can actually like swing forward, and that's how it was. And then I actually had to look at the packaging on the box to figure out, no, that's not right. So when you get it out of the packaging, first of all, straighten out the knee that it looks like this, but then go ahead and um, make sure you have the that rear bumper tab in to the edge there. This wheel section should be folded around like that, and then it can tab into the heel. But yeah, so I don't know what they were thinking, but let's while you have this up, go ahead and rotate everything around at the waist there. Sorry for that little sidetrack. It was just very odd how they had that in the packaging. And to be honest, if you leave it like that, I think that can put a lot of stress on the pins and joints, and that could lead to some breakage. Uh, just get this out of the way. Don't worry, we'll get to it soon enough. Now, in terms of the arms, what you want to do is, you can see this from the back, the joints there fold up very nicely, so you want to bring them out and into place, just like so, up, just like that, rotate them down, and now I guess we can come to the side here, and what you'll do is you'll separate the wheel and that front panel and just swing it back like that. In the packaging in some photos, you'll see it swung up, meant to go back like that. Rotate the forearm forward, flip out the hand. Do it again on this side, just like that. And now finally we can come to the back section here. Flip up the front bumper, start to bring up the hood. What you want to do now is straighten out the panels here so they're straight. That will allow that panel to fold up. That will tuck in, and there are two tabs there that will peg into the hood. That will close up that panel, and then there's a notch right here that will go into a tab right under the base of the neck, and that closes up the back. And again, I don't think that looks as bad as it did in the packaging. And here we have Mirage in its robot mode. Now, the head here is meant to use the battle mask, but again, it is not accurate to the film. The designers were given designs, and even though Hasbro should have said that's it, we need to make the toys now, the designs changed. So there's that. So again, only two toys on shelves for the main character of the film, and neither one of them are accurate. And the studio series is not going to be accurate to the film. You can take the gun. Unfortunately, I could not find any weapon storage in robot mode, uh, unless I'm horribly missing something. But basically just pegs into the hand here because the old Transformer movie look where uh, it looks like the weapon. Actually, is it meant to go on this side? Have I been doing it wrong? No. Yeah, no. The old Transformers movie look where it's supposed to look like it transformed out of the arm. But there you go. You have the hand straight there. But it's actually kind of really nice. It's a nice looking blaster. I mean, the battle changer, just has it flip out of the forearm. Obviously, for the need of the transformation, they couldn't do that. I just want to make sure this is baked in. But overall, it's a great figure. You have ball joints here at the hips, very nice swivel. You have the waist rotation, ball joints at the arms. You have those the transformation joints up there. The bicep swivel is a little odd. It really can't go outward, but I do see that it can rotate inward. So there's that. So, and of course the head rotates. So you have a nice looking version of Mirage. This is really the only deluxe Mirage we're going to have for a bit until that Studio Series figure comes out. I really hope that, much like with this version of Mirage, um, that Studio Series figure has just either been mishandled or in terms of there's like a mistake to the transformation that people are missing. Because, I mean, this looks a lot cleaner and a lot nicer in robot mode than that figure. And this is the main line. And for a lot of people, I think they're going to miss out on it because they don't have targets, they don't buy store exclusives, or they don't want the other figures. I'll be honest, if I didn't have to pass on the Japanese release of Air Razor, I probably wouldn't have gotten this set because then I would have two of the three figures and would have had to wait for the Japanese release of Mirage. So that's about it. Let us pause. and we'll come back with our I really dig Mirage, and I really wish there was an easier way to get this figure outside of a three pack. I know the price could be a little off-putting. This is really just a $20 or so figure, and I don't think there's really much of a deal going on if buying the three pack. But if you really want to get those deluxes, then definitely Mirage is a solid entry, and I think one of my favorites from the line. I mean, that Cheetor from is fantastic, so and I would put Mirage just about up there. Now, of course, a lot of it has to do with the coloring. I do like the shades of blue and stuff. And of course, as some of you longtime viewers know, I have a deep connection to the Porsche car. But other than that, I don't know what more to say. This is a Target exclusive three pack, so unfortunately, if you don't have a Target, I know they are in stock at Target.com, so you can pick them up there. Other than that, there's not much more to say. It's a good figure. I just wish there were other options um, instead of waiting for like Amazon Japan to get just this figure alone. But so that's about it. If you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe. It helps communicate to YouTube through the algorithms that my channel should be exalted and held upon a high. If you want to make the ultimate sign of support, I do have a Patreon. It is www.patreon.com/ChuckDog1999. All I ask for is $1 a month, $12 a year. No thrills, no tears, no special rewards. All you're doing is helping me help you to help me help you bring figures like Mirage to you, as well as keeping up the infrastructure of the channel. But as I always say, if you can't afford the $1 a month, $12 a year, your views are more than thanks enough. Patreon is just a cherry on top of an already generous sundae. And let me tell you, you guys have always been very generous with me in supporting my channel for over 10 years now. Um, just it's always been there, and it's really, as I've always said, from the point that I got in till now, it's always been an underdog position. I know there's a lot of the larger channels that you guys support, and you still take the time to watch mine, and I do appreciate that. So that's about it. This is your old pal Chuck for Mirage. We will see you next time.